Okay, Pisces, listen. You need to hear this. Your ex spoke about you. They cried. They told someone everything. The truth came pouring out, and I am getting chills right now because what I am seeing in these cards is massive. This is not some casual mention. This is not them just thinking about you in passing. No. They broke down, they revealed things they have been holding inside for so long, and Pisces, the energy here is overwhelming. I just pulled my first card and hold on, wait, this is the Tower. The Tower, Pisces. Everyone thinks the Tower is just destruction and chaos, but actually this is about their entire facade crumbling. Everything they have been pretending about, every wall they built, every lie they told themselves about being over you, it just collapsed. When they spoke about you, it was not planned. Something triggered them, and boom, everything came crashing down. They could not hold it in anymore. Let me tell you what happened. They were talking to someone, maybe a friend, maybe family, and your name came up. Just your name, Pisces. And something inside them shattered. The Tower is showing me that all their defenses, all their pride, all their attempts to seem fine, they just exploded in that moment. This person they were talking to, they saw your ex completely break down, tears streaming, voice shaking, words tumbling out that they never meant to say. This is huge. But here is what is wild. The Tower in this position is not about them wanting you back right now. No. This is about truth finally breaking through. They have been lying to everyone, including themselves. They have been saying they are over it. They have been acting like the breakup was fine, like they have moved on. But the Tower does not lie, Pisces. It destroys illusions. And the illusion they were living in just got completely demolished. Who did they talk to? The energy is showing me someone close, someone they trust, because you do not break down like this in front of just anyone. This was someone they felt safe with, someone who they knew would not judge them. And Pisces, what they said, the truth they revealed, it was deep, it was raw, it was everything they have been bottling up since you two separated. We are talking about regrets. We are talking about what they really felt. We are talking about things they never told you when you were together. The Tower is also showing me timing. This did not happen months ago. This is recent. Within the last few weeks, maybe even days. The energy is so fresh, so raw, so new. Your ex is in emotional turmoil right now. They thought they had it together. They thought they were handling the separation well. And then something happened, your name came up, and crash. Everything they were holding on to just fell apart. Now, Pisces, I need you to understand something about the Tower energy. When this card appears in a situation like this, it means there is no going back to the old way of thinking. Your ex cannot unsay what they said. They cannot unfeel what they felt. That person they spoke to, they know now. The truth is out, and your ex is dealing with the aftermath of that vulnerability. They exposed themselves in a way they never intended to, and now they are sitting with that reality. What did they reveal? The cards are showing me it was about how they really felt about the relationship, about mistakes they made, about things they wish they had done differently, about how much you actually meant to them more than they ever admitted. The Tower breaks everything open, Pisces, and what came pouring out was the real story, not the version they have been telling everyone else. And here is what is hitting me right now. The Tower is also about revelation leading to foundation. Yes, everything crumbled, but you know what happens after the Tower? You rebuild, but you rebuild on truth, not on lies. Your ex just had their truth moment. They just had their breakdown. And now they are in that space where everything feels chaotic and uncertain. But underneath all that chaos, there is finally some honesty. I am sitting here and the energy is so intense because Pisces, your ex crying about you, revealing everything, this is not a small thing. This is a turning point in their emotional journey. Whether this leads back to you or not, that is a different story. But what this is showing me is that you are not forgotten. You are not in the past for them. You are very much still affecting them on a deep level. Let me pull another card because I need to see what they specifically said about you. What was the content of this emotional revelation? What truths came out? Oh wow. I just pulled the Six of Swords. Pisces, do you see what is happening here? Six of Swords is transition, moving forward, leaving things behind. But here's the twist. When your ex talked about you and cried, they were not just wallowing in the past, they were processing, they were trying to move forward. But in order to move forward, they had to finally admit what you meant to them. The Six of Swords is showing me that they told this person about how they are struggling to let go. Not because they do not want to move on, but because moving on means accepting that they lost something real. They revealed that they have been trying so hard to move forward, but every time they think they are making progress, something reminds them of you, and they are right back to square one. What they said, Pisces, it was about the journey they have been on since the separation. They talked about the nights they could not sleep, the moments they almost reached out to you, the times they saw something and thought you would love it. The Six of Swords is showing me they were describing this mental and emotional voyage they have been on, trying to get to a place of peace, but feeling like they are stuck in the middle of the water, not quite where they were, but not quite at the shore either. And they cried, Pisces. They cried because talking about it made it real. Putting words to their struggle made them face how much they are still affected. The Six of Swords is a card of transition, but it is also a card of grief. They are grieving the relationship. They are grieving the version of themselves that was with you. They are grieving the future they thought you two would have. What is so powerful about the Six of Swords here is that it shows they are aware they need to move on. They are not in denial about that. But awareness and actual movement are two different things. They told this person that they know they should be over it by now. They know they should have moved on, but they have not. Not really. And admitting that out loud to another person, that is what made them break down. They also revealed something about distance. Six of Swords talks about creating space, and they mentioned how they have been trying to create emotional or even physical distance from thoughts of you. Maybe they deleted photos. Maybe they avoided places you used to go together. Maybe they stopped talking to mutual friends. They have been actively trying to move forward. But Pisces, here is the thing. Trying so hard to forget someone usually means you are still very much thinking about them. The person they spoke to probably asked them something like, why are you still so affected? Why is this still so hard? And that is when the floodgates opened, because your ex does not have a good answer. They do not understand why they cannot just move on like they feel they should. And that confusion, that internal conflict, it all came pouring out in that conversation. Six of Swords is also showing me that they revealed how stuck they feel. Stuck between the past and the future. Stuck between wanting you and knowing the relationship is over. Stuck between reaching out and maintaining their pride. They are in limbo, Pisces, and they finally admitted it to someone. Let me tell you something about this energy. When someone cries about an ex to another person and reveals their truth, it is because they are looking for validation. They are looking for someone to tell them it is okay to still feel this way. They are looking for permission to still care. Your ex needed to hear that they are not crazy for still being affected by you. They needed someone to witness their pain and say, I get it, it is okay. Now, let me see what else is coming through, because I feel like there is more to this story. What else did they say? What other truths came out? Okay, I just pulled the Hermit and Pisces. This is fascinating. The Hermit is about going within, introspection, soul searching. And it is showing me that when your ex spoke about you, they revealed they have been doing a lot of internal work. They told this person that they have been reflecting on everything. The relationship, the breakup, their own behavior, your behavior, all of it. The Hermit is not a card about surface level thinking. This is deep contemplation. Your ex revealed that they have been spending time alone, really examining what went wrong. They have been asking themselves hard questions. Could they have done things differently? Did they give up too easily? Did they say things they did not mean? The Hermit shows they have been on a journey of self-discovery, and part of that journey involves understanding the role you played in their life. What they told this person, what made them cry, is that through all this reflection, they have realized things. Maybe they realized how much they took you for granted. Maybe they realized how their own issues contributed to the problems. Maybe they realized that they were not as ready for the relationship as they thought they were. The Hermit brings clarity, but that clarity can be painful, Pisces. They also revealed they have been feeling alone in this process. The Hermit is a solitary card. They have been keeping their feelings to themselves for so long. They have been pretending to everyone that they are fine when inside they are doing all this heavy emotional work. And when they finally opened up to this person, all that isolation, all that lone processing, it just erupted. Here is what the Hermit is really showing me. Your ex has been on a spiritual or emotional journey since the breakup, and you are a major part of that journey. They cannot separate their growth from their experience with you. You were not just a relationship to them. You were a mirror. You showed them parts of themselves they needed to see. And now that you are gone, they are still looking in that mirror, trying to understand what they saw. The Hermit also tells me they revealed something about wisdom they have gained. They told this person that being with you taught them things, important things about love, about themselves, about what they want in life. And losing you has taught them even more. They are starting to see the relationship from a different perspective now, not just as something that failed, but as something that shaped them. But Pisces, here is the emotional core of why they cried. The Hermit shows that in all this reflection, in all this soul searching, they have come to appreciate you in ways they did not when you were together. Hindsight is giving them a new view of who you were to them and what you brought to their life. And that hurts because they did not fully see it at the time, and now it is too late. They also might have revealed that they have been seeking guidance. The Hermit carries a lantern lighting the way. Maybe they have been talking to a therapist. Maybe they have been reading, journaling, meditating. They have been actively trying to work through their feelings about you and the relationship. And they told this person about that process, about how hard it has been, about how your name and your memory keep coming up no matter what they do. What is powerful here is that the Hermit shows this is not just surface emotion. This is not just missing someone because they are lonely. This is deep. This is about their soul, their growth, their understanding of themselves. You are woven into their journey right now, Pisces, whether you are physically present or not. Now, the question is, what are they going to do with all this? The Hermit is about seeking truth and wisdom, but eventually, the Hermit has to come out of the cave and apply what they learned. Your ex is still in the cave right now, still processing, still reflecting, but at some point, they are going to have to decide what to do with all these realizations. Let me pull one more card to see what direction this is headed. What happens after this emotional revelation? Where does this lead? And I just pulled the Two of Cups reversed and Pisces, okay? This is where it gets complicated. Two of Cups upright is the ultimate love and connection card. But reversed, it is showing me disconnection, imbalance, miscommunication. And what this tells me is that even though your ex cried about you, even though they revealed all these truths, there is still a disconnect happening. Here's what the Two of Cups reversed is showing me. Your ex might feel all these things about you. They might be processing and reflecting and crying, but there is a gap between their feelings and their actions. Or there is a gap between what they want and what they think is possible. The Two of Cups reversed shows that even with all this emotion, there is not alignment right now. What they revealed to this person might have included that they do not think there is a path back. They might have said they still care, they still think about you, they still feel connected to you, but they also believe it is over. Two of Cups reversed shows broken connection, and they might feel like that connection cannot be repaired, even if they want it to be. Or here is another layer. Maybe they want to reconnect, but they think you do not. Maybe they revealed that they are scared to reach out because they are afraid of rejection. Maybe they told this person that they have thought about contacting you 1,000 times, but they stopped themselves because they do not know what to say, or they do not think it would be received well. The Two of Cups reversed also shows miscommunication or lack of communication. Your ex crying and revealing everything to someone else instead of to you is a perfect example of this energy. They are having feelings about you, but they are not sharing those feelings with you directly. There is a disconnect between their internal world and their external actions. This card is also showing me that they might have revealed doubts. Doubts about whether you felt the same way they did. Doubts about whether the relationship was as meaningful to you as it was to them. Two of Cups reversed can show insecurity in connection. Maybe they told this person that they wonder if they loved you more than you loved them. Maybe they questioned whether you think about them at all. And Pisces, this is the painful part. Two of Cups reversed shows that even with all this emotion, even with all these realizations, there is still a barrier. That barrier might be pride, it might be fear, it might be hurt, it might be the belief that too much time has passed or too much damage was done. They might feel all these feelings, but still think reconciliation is not possible or not wise. The person they spoke to might have asked, "So, are you going to reach out? Are you going to tell them how you feel?" And the Two of Cups reversed suggests they probably said no. They probably said it is too late. It is too complicated. It would not work. They do not think you want to hear from them. All these reasons why the connection cannot be restored, even though the feelings are still there. But here is what you need to know, Pisces. Two of Cups reversed does not mean never. It means not right now. It means there are blocks that need to be cleared. It means there is healing that needs to happen, either within them, within you, or within the dynamic between you two. This card shows potential for connection, but obstacles in the way. So your ex crying about you, revealing their truth, this is them processing, this is them working through their emotions, but it does not automatically translate to action. They are in their feelings right now, deeply in them, but they have not figured out what to do with those feelings yet. Let me go deeper because I feel there is more to uncover here. Let me see what their real feelings are underneath all this. What are they not saying even in this confession? Okay, I am pulling another card for the hidden layer, and I got the Knight of Cups and Pisces. This changes things. Knight of Cups is the romantic, the one who follows their heart, the one who makes grand gestures. This card is showing me that underneath everything, underneath the tears and the confessions and the doubt, your ex is a romantic about you. What they revealed to this person, or maybe what they did not say, but what is true, is that they see you as the one who got away. Knight of Cups carries this energy of idealization, of romantic longing. Your ex is not just sad about the breakup. They are sad about losing what they now see as something special, something rare. Knight of Cups is showing me that in their heart, they are still in love with the idea of you, of the relationship, of what you two had. They might have told this person about specific memories, romantic moments, times when they felt so connected to you, it was almost magical. Knight of Cups brings nostalgia, but also genuine affection. Here is what is interesting. Knight of Cups is an action card. Knights move. They do not just sit around feeling things. They act on their feelings. So even though the Two of Cups reversed showed disconnection and barriers, the Knight of Cups is whispering that your ex might actually be considering doing something about their feelings. They might not have revealed this part to the person they were talking to. They might have kept this close. But the Knight of Cups shows that somewhere in their mind, they are fantasizing about reaching out, about sending you a message, about showing up, about making some kind of romantic gesture. They are thinking about it, Pisces. They might not be ready to act on it yet, but it is there, simmering under the surface. Knight of Cups also shows they revealed or they feel that you are their soulmate level connection. This is not just, oh, I miss my ex. This is, I lost someone who understood me, someone who saw me, someone who made me feel things I have not felt before or since. Your ex is carrying this belief that what you had was significant on a soul level. But here is the shadow side of Knight of Cups. This card can also be about living in fantasy rather than reality. Your ex might be romanticizing the relationship now that it is over. They might be remembering the good parts and forgetting the problems. They might be crying over an idealized version of what you had rather than the actual reality of it. The person they spoke to might have even pointed this out. They might have said, "Are you sure you are not just remembering the good times? Are you sure you are not just lonely?" And that might have made your ex cry harder because they do not want to believe their feelings are just nostalgia. They want to believe what they feel is real and valid. Knight of Cups is also showing me that your ex revealed or feels that they are on an emotional quest. They are trying to figure out if they should fight for this connection or let it go. Knights are on journeys. They are seeking something. Your ex is seeking clarity about whether to pursue you or move on. And right now, they are stuck in that in-between space, feeling everything intensely but not knowing what to do. What happens next, Pisces? Let me see where this energy is actually going. I just pulled the Eight of Wands, and okay, things are about to speed up. Eight of Wands is rapid movement, fast communication, things happening quickly. After all this crying, all this revelation, all this processing, something is about to shift fast. Eight of Wands is showing me that your ex is not going to stay in this reflective, crying, processing phase for much longer. Something is going to propel them into action. Maybe the conversation they had, the one where they broke down and told the truth, maybe that conversation is going to be the catalyst for them to do something. Eight of Wands is messages, communication flying, things set in motion. Pisces, I would not be surprised if your ex reaches out to you soon. Not today, not tomorrow necessarily, but soon. The energy is building. The Eight of Wands shows that once they make a decision, it is going to happen fast. They are not going to overthink it much longer. They are going to act. What they revealed to this person, all that truth coming out, it might have been practice. It might have been them working up the courage to say these things to you. The person they spoke to might have even encouraged them, might have said, you need to tell them this, not me. And that seed is planted now. Eight of Wands shows it is going to sprout. This card is also showing me that there might be multiple communications coming, not just one message. Eight of Wands is eight wands flying through the air. Your ex might reach out, you might respond, they might respond back. Things might escalate quickly into an actual conversation. The energy is momentum. But Eight of Wands is also showing me something else. Your ex is not the only one in motion here. You are part of this equation too. Something might happen on your end that speeds things up. Maybe you reach out first. Maybe you post something they see. Maybe a mutual friend says something. Eight of Wands shows rapid developments, and those developments involve both of you, not just them. Here is what I am seeing, Pisces. Your ex cried about you, revealed their truth to someone, and that was the beginning of something, not the end. They are processing, they are feeling, they are moving through something internally, and the Eight of Wands shows that internal process is about to become external. What they feel on the inside is about to show up on the outside. The timeline on Eight of Wands is fast. We are talking days to weeks, not months. Whatever is going to happen, it is coming up soon. The energy is already in motion. Your ex had that breakdown, that conversation, and now the wheels are turning. Things are about to get interesting, Pisces. But here is what you need to prepare for. Eight of Wands is fast energy, but it is not always clear energy. Things might happen quickly, but that does not mean they are well thought out. Your ex might reach out impulsively. They might say things in the heat of emotion. Eight of Wands is action without necessarily having a plan. So if they do contact you, be prepared for it to be raw, emotional, maybe even confusing. Let me see what you should do with all this information. What is your best move here? I pulled the Queen of Pentacles and Pisces. This is your energy right now. Queen of Pentacles is grounded, stable, secure in herself. She is not shaken by outside drama. She is focused on her own garden, her own growth, her own abundance. And that is what you need to be right now. Your ex crying about you, revealing truths, possibly reaching out soon, that is all their journey. Queen of Pentacles is telling you to stay in your power. Do not get swept up in their emotional chaos. Do not drop everything because they are finally processing their feelings. You stay grounded. Queen of Pentacles is showing me that you have been building something for yourself. Maybe it is your career, your finances, your self-worth, your peace. You have been focused on creating stability and security in your life. And the message here is do not abandon that just because your ex is having feelings. This card is also showing me that you are in a position of power right now, even if you do not feel like it. Queen of Pentacles sits on her throne, surrounded by abundance. She is comfortable. She is self-sufficient. She does not need anyone. And that is where you need to be, Pisces. Coming from a place of, I am good either way. I do not need them to complete me. If your ex reaches out, Queen of Pentacles says receive it from a place of groundedness. Do not react emotionally. Do not get caught up in the drama or the intensity. Stay calm, stay centered, stay in your power. You get to choose how to respond if you respond at all. You are not obligated to make them feel better or to rush back just because they are finally admitting their feelings. Queen of Pentacles is also telling you to observe. Watch what they do, not just what they say. Queen of Pentacles is practical. She cares about results, not just pretty words. If your ex reaches out, what are they actually offering? Are they just dumping their emotions on you? Or are they proposing something real, something solid, something that serves you both? This card is showing me that you should value yourself and your time. Queen of Pentacles knows her worth. She does not settle for less than she deserves. So if your ex comes back, the question is not just, do I still have feelings for them? The question is, does this serve my highest good? Does this add to my life or detract from it? Does this person respect and value me the way I deserve? Queen of Pentacles is also about nurturing, but nurturing yourself first. Take care of your own needs, your own emotional health, your own goals and dreams. Do not put yourself on hold for someone else's journey. You can be compassionate toward your ex and their process while still prioritizing yourself. Here is the ultimate message, Pisces. Your ex spoke about you and cried. They revealed their truth. They are processing big feelings, and something is probably going to happen soon, likely some kind of communication or attempt to reconnect. But you get to decide what happens next. You are not a passive participant in this story. You are the queen. You have agency, you have power, you have choice. Stay grounded. Stay in your abundance. Stay focused on your growth. And whatever unfolds, meet it from a place of strength, not desperation. That is how you win, no matter what happens. Now let me see the final outcome energy. Where is all this ultimately headed? I just pulled Temperance and Pisces. This is beautiful. Temperance is balance, harmony, integration, healing. The ultimate outcome here is that no matter what happens between you and your ex, there is a movement toward peace. Temperance shows that your ex crying and revealing their truth was part of their healing process. And whatever happens next, whether you two reconcile or not, both of you are moving toward a more balanced, healed state. The intensity of emotion is going to calm down. The chaos is going to settle. Things are going to find their natural equilibrium. If you two do reconnect, Temperance shows it would be different this time. More balanced, more mature. Both of you have grown. Both of you have learned. Temperance is about blending, about two things coming together in a new way. It would not be just going back to how things were. It would be creating something new based on wisdom gained. If you do not reconnect, Temperance shows that you will both find peace with that. Your ex will move through their grief and their processing, and they will eventually reach a place of acceptance. And you will continue on your path, grounded and whole, knowing you made the choice that was right for you. Temperance is the card of the alchemist, of turning pain into wisdom, of transforming difficult experiences into growth. Your ex crying about you, that was part of their alchemy. They are transmuting their feelings, working through them, trying to reach a higher understanding. And you, staying grounded in your Queen of Pentacles energy, you are doing your own alchemy. What I love about Temperance as the final outcome is that it shows both people win. It is not about one person getting what they want at the expense of the other. It is about both people moving toward their highest good, their most balanced state. And sometimes that means coming back together. Sometimes that means blessing each other from a distance and moving on. Temperance holds space for both possibilities. So Pisces, here's what I want you to take away from all this. Your ex had a breakthrough. They cried about you. They revealed truths they had been holding. They are processing deep feelings. Things are going to move quickly soon, probably some kind of communication or attempt to reach out. But you stay grounded. You stay in your power. You make choices based on what serves your highest good. And trust that no matter what unfolds, you are moving toward healing, balance, and peace. The universe has your back. Stay strong, stay centered, stay true to yourself. You got this.